This is a song I've wrote on the Boss Micro BR80, and it's just something I put down the other night, and I thought I'll come back to it. You know, it's got a groove. I'm going to put a vocal directly into the BR80 because it's just a song I just want to get down, you know, and singing with the BR80 here and then just singing straight into it is what I've done for years. And you know, it's just quick and easy way of recording, and the vocals are alright on it, sound okay. This video is about, I've written here, I've got here, this is about writing lyrics. So I've written down 2 verses. Now there won't actually be, there'll probably be words cut out and changed down, but this is just about me just trying to come up with the 3rd verse, and I think there is 3 verses in it. Anyway, if there's 4, I'll just do this as the first verse. So the song, No One's Got It Coming, it's going to be something like, and I'm doing the song about, so there's an intro, I've got the melody in my head, so I've got the melody going, it's going to go something like, no one's got it coming, the things I'm gonna do, early in the morning, things I'll do for you, late in the evening, when we hit the sack, hands running slowly, down a naked back. I feel the same. I feel the same. So it's just, that's the type of song. Just what I've done is, it's got the lyrics is all, the lyrics is like, is if you're seeing it, but then the last line is, oh my girl, I feel the same. So it's actually the other person singing it. Those are the words of the other person, and then that's the hook at the end is, I feel the same. So I feel the same as you. So now, when as a songwriter, I wouldn't say I've struggled with lyrics, but I've always found writing lyrics to be hard work. Like if it was like, it'd be like a school homework. It is a little bit of a chore, like, you know, it's always been a little bit of a chore for us to be doing lyrics. And I would be, because the songs would be so strong and the melodies, like I'm really, really good with melodies, so the songs would always be out the box very strong, very good melodies. And then if the lyrics weren't very good, then it would just, you know, I mean, it never stopped to say like ABBA, you know, it wasn't great lyrics, but you know, I'm not writing sort of pop like that, you know, so, and coming from a background of listening to Bob Dylan and that, you know, was always, that's why I got into Bob Dylan, like, because when I was in my early 20s, because it was the lyrics, and also Ray Davies as well, lyrically, that sort of made us, you know, try harder and think, well, you know, you've got to try and get up to this sort of standard. You know, the Beatles, listening to the Beatles as a kid and that, you know, it wasn't really, you know, it's still a little bit bubblegummy sort of lyrics. When you get into Bob Dylan's and the Ray Davies and that, it's a different league, you know. So I always had to try and push myself. I've actually found this last year, with AI, you can type lyrics in and it'll come up with lyrics for a song. And I've done this before, like recently on a couple of songs, and you just chop out words. It's very quick and fast, like you can chop out words and chop out sentences and do a little bit of chopping, and you can get a good finished product, like. But this is more old school, what I'm doing here. Now, what I've got here is there's all this rhyme zone as well that I've been going to for a few years. It's just you stick a word in, like say hat, search, bat, dat, fat, flat. It gives you all these sort of things. It is a quick way of coming up with a word. I mean, what I used to do is I used to write A, B, C, D, E, all the alphabet, and then I would just sit and go, that's just a quicker way of doing it. But, I suppose like with AI, it's just like, it's like, it's up from this, isn't it? It's just the next up level. Was this cheating? Was writing the alphabet down cheating? What is cheating? I mean, and also as well, the lyrics. This is the thing as well. Now, is this song My Life? There's probably about, I would say, there's probably only about 10% of any of the lyrics I've ever written is my experiences. Maybe it's 15% or something like that, and then maybe another 5% is roughly my experiences. But as a songwriter, I've always sort of, you cannot have that many experiences in your life, especially when there's a lot of songs are about relationships. And being a solitary type of creative person that I am, that's, like a lot of creative people, we have to, I haven't got that much experience in that sort of thing. Plenty of experience in other things, maybe it's travelling or whatever, but most songs are really are still, there's an element of relationships things going on. Now, I learned pretty early on, say Bob Dylan, when I first started listening to him, people, somebody said to us, what do you think? I thought, that's amazing, he's like only 20, he was only 24 and he had all this life. And this fella was laughing. This is the guy who was a cheater at my art college who gave us a tape. He says, you heard of Bob Dylan? I says, well, I've heard of him. I don't really know any stuff, so he gives us the tape. It was all Bob Dylan stuff, and that was me, like, straight with Dylan. And he just laughed when I says he's had a life, and then I found out later that really it was all invented. It was all invented, and Bob Dylan done that all the way through his life, and there's a lot of songwriters like that. And even Ray Davies, you see, from the Kinks, would be looking at other people's lives. Hank Williams apparently was asked, because he was a young fella, he was young when he died, how did he, and his lyrics were very mature, how did he come up with them lyrics? And apparently he used to have these sort of comic books that were around at the time, and they had like relationships in them. It wasn't cartoons, but it was like done in anime, cartoon type of thing, but it was about relationships and everything. And he literally just took storylines from this book, from these magazines, which is fine, because sometimes as well I've taken, believe it or not, I never watched soap operas, but I took a couple of lyrics from the soap opera, a couple of ideas from soap operas. Anyway, that's what I'm saying is as a songwriter, it can't all be just about you. It has to, even though your experiences are the same experiences of other people's lives, you don't want it too personal all the time, because you wouldn't be able to listen to your own stuff. So it's, you have to put yourself into character, and that's always what I've done with all my music. I've created characters and I put myself into characters. Well, this video was going to be about me writing lyrics, and I think I've only got about 5 minutes. Yeah. But every day is just melting into one. Every day I miss you when you're gone. Being on my own feels like a curse. Talking to you on the phone only makes it worse. Oh my God. If this was the last verse, so the first verse is about party time in the sack. The second verse is missing that person when they're not there. The third verse here is going to have to be about back together. And So you get words coming to your head. So I never thought I'd miss you, and that just came out. That's just come into my head. So whatever. I never thought I'd miss you like I do. I'm gonna do or put that in the. I never thought I'd miss you. Do we need a night in there? I'm gonna run out of time here. Never thought I'd miss you. Because the camera's on, I'm getting brain freeze. I can feel people watching us. Oh, what's he going to put? Is he going to let it all spill out? It's not about me. Crying in the night. Should I just put that down? Crying through the night. Now, because the camera's on, I can't even think straight, so I'm just going to put the word night in. See, if you find a word you say, it can give you an idea for a line. I'll just put that in, just for now, because I kind of concentrate with this camera on. I never thought I'd miss you, crying through the night. Always felt right. Always felt right. Feels right. It's current. I never thought I'd miss you, crying through the night. You and me together always feels just right. See, it's coming. Feels just right. Laughing about silly things. Why, that's coming in. That always come true. True's always a good one. Laughing about silly things that always come true. Something, something, something. You. Right? I want 14, 41, 42. This video is going to run out because I like to do them at 15 minutes. Anyway, I think that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Check out this video and this video for more videos on the topic of recording on my multi-track recorders and songwriting and everything else. Like, subscribe, helps us out greatly. Great to have your company. Stick in there, enjoy the rest of my videos, and have a great rest of your day. Back to this. Oh, 1 hour.